Hey, my name is Hart. This is episode 2 of my real estate investing journey. If you haven't seen the first video, go check it out. I'll give you kind of some insight as to who I am. Man, I'm like nervous. This is, only the second video I've ever really put on YouTube that was just not like an activity or me doing something like, a triathlon or something like that, but actually just like talking to people. It's so funny that when you start recording, like you immediately get like short of breath a little bit. But yeah, this is episode 2, starting from scratch. And just this video is intended to kind of document the journey. I'm reading this book, which I got this week, which is Real Estate Rookie, 90 Days to Your First Investment by Ashley Kerr. And I'm going to be taking her boot camp through Bigger Pockets in September. So I'm getting ahead of it. And I read the first 2 chapters today. So today was kind of like really the jumping point off. But she talks about having kind of like an intention journal or like tracking your progress, maybe writing it down, whatever it might be. I feel like this is going to be that for me. So anyone that's interested in following along, interested in real estate investing or getting into it, I'm going to be your guinea pig, basically. And, I'm just at that place in my life where this is something I want to do. I want to learn. I want to get into. And why not kind of document the journey? So that's where things stand. A couple quick bullet points. This is really, it's a big point of accountability for me. It really puts me sort of out there, keeps me accountable to the goals that I'm setting for myself, as opposed to just kind of like doing this on my own in the shadows. Accountability is huge. It's everything. When I was doing 100 push-ups a day with a buddy of mine, and we were both doing it. We were texting each other every day when it was complete, and we would text like halfway there, okay, done, check. And the fact is, as soon as we stopped doing that, the 100 push-ups a day stopped. Like it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? And it just was like so clear to me, like, man, okay, yeah, accountability is huge for me. I need it. I think other people do as well. So today I started the book. I'm 2 chapters in, and basically it's 90 days to your first investment, and 90 days from today would be November 11th. So it's really wild to think about if I had an investment property under my belt by November 11th of this year, like legitimately in 90 days. And I'm going to try and do that. I mean, I feel like I'm ready to go like right away, too eager, as I'm sure many young real estate investors are. They want to like make offers tomorrow, like let's get it going. But there's also, it feels like there's so much in between now and then to learn. I don't even know what market to focus on. I don't know what to look for yet. I don't know where to look for it. I mean, there's like I said, I'm starting from zero. So, what else? So started reading the book. Takeaways from chapters 1 and 2, pretty basic stuff. I already know a lot of chapters 1 and 2 because she really just kind of lays out like the different asset classes, the different ways of getting into real estate investing, like how you can do wholesaling, long-term rentals, short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, the different sort of classes of real estate investing that you can get into, fix and flipping. What else is in there? Those are all I can think of at the moment. And then she also just talks about basic stuff like how to track your progress, setting goals, finding an accountability partner, things like that. So we're not really into like the nitty gritty of it all yet, but this thing is just filled with highlighted sections, tracking your time, pretty much goal setting and real estate strategies is what it is. So powered through that, and then next chapter coming up is building a business, and then partnerships, and then financing, and then market analysis, and then we'll really start to get into the nitty gritty. So that's all been great and a good refresher for me, and I did learn a few things as I was going through. What else do we have? Not having a course. Oh yeah, so she talks about with goal setting how you have to have a set course. You kind of know what you want, and she mentioned specifically having a heading, and that's something I've been sort of missing a lot lately. I've not known what direction to go, and I've made references to my friends, like analogies about how I'm sort of afloat at sea, and I don't know what direction to sail. There's a great quote by Seneca the Younger, who says something about like, if you don't know what port you're sailing to, no wind is favorable. And I just heard that recently somewhere, and that's like, I think I heard that from Ryan Holiday, and I was just like, oh man, that is very much me. And as I start this journey with the real estate investing, I'm really starting to feel like I'm recognizing a heading, and it's starting to become clear because, man, like the last few months, and maybe even 2 years, I have had no idea what my heading was, and everything's good, and like work is great here in Chicago, but there's big pieces that are missing for me, and I'm just someone who I just can't have that missing. Like I got to do something that fulfills me. And fortunately, what I do in Chicago, which is I basically help people find luxury apartments, it creates a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom. It's been a blessing for me for sure, coming off furlough and COVID and all that in 2020, 2021. So anyway, that's sort of that. So the heading thing really landed with me, and I appreciated that. Sense of my goals, like she doesn't give you specific like time goals. She gives you an idea of what to come up with for yourself. 90 days obviously is to have my first investment property. So that would be, again, November 11th. 1 year I put for myself as a goal of having 3 investment properties. So by this time next year, so mid-August 2024, I have 3 investment properties. I did 3 because I could do 2, but 3 is just like, not only did I get my next one, but I got another one after that. So I'm proving the model of scalability, and who knows, I could have 10 by this time next year, but I think 3 is a reasonable goal. It's a very, it's a smart goal. And then for 5-year, I just put down a goal of what I think would be, achievable and also really exciting to work toward, which would be to have a rental portfolio that cash flows $10,000 or more, but putting it at $10,000. So 5 years from now, having enough rental properties that they cash flow a total of $10K per month. $10K per month. Did I say per year? $10K per month. That would be a 5-year goal. And, I would love to blow that out of the water, but I think that's a reasonable goal, attainable for now. So that's that. I'm putting these goals out to you guys into the universe. And what else? How I'm feeling about the whole thing. Just like little notes to keep myself on track here. Feeling good, feeling excited, genuinely excited. And just knowing how little I know now and how much I'm going to know in like 3 months from now. Once I get through this boot camp, once I get through the Bigger Pockets convention in Orlando, the amount of people I'm going to meet, the network I'm going to be able to do. I mean, I'm talking about 3 months, I would have my own property by then, which would be like just throwing myself straight into the fire. And I feel like I'm fully down for that. I'm like, let's go. Let's do this. I don't plan on messing around. And then just in terms of what's coming up, just those next chapters, nothing in particular beyond that. I've had a lot of great networking calls with people that have seen my Instagram, have seen kind of what I'm trying to do, and hit me up and be like, dude, I would love to talk to you about that. I'm interested in that as well. Sorry for the creaking chair. I got a WD-40, that thing. But yeah, just people hitting me up kind of like out of the woodwork being like, hey, I'm just starting this as well, or this is the direction that I'm interested in going, and just having some great phone calls with different people and building up that accountability, system, or just general networking. So, yep, that's been great too. And so that's pretty much it. Just continuing to have those conversations, continuing to learn, continuing to consume information out there that's so freely available, podcasts, YouTube, etc. And that's about it. So I'm going to keep reading my book, and I don't have a specific day when I'm going to do these videos, but just when I have something to update on, and I'll go from there. So let's keep this under 10 minutes. Thanks again for being here. And today is Sunday, so I hope you had a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.